a dream.
These persons involved in the civil rights struggle, of which King is the symbolic leader, his right-hand man says, and I quote, "We have been duped."
I must confess that that dream that I had that day has at many points turned into a nightmare.
Or have duped ourselves into believing that the chains have been broken, when in truth we have only been chained more securely.
Now, I'm not one to lose hope. I keep on hoping. I still have faith in the future. But I've had to analyze many things over the last few years, and I would say over the last few months. I've gone through a lot of soul-searching and agonizing moments, and I've come to see that we have many more difficult days ahead, and some of the old optimism was a little superficial, and now it must be tempered with a solid realism. And I think the realistic fact is that we still have a long, long way to go.
It's a backward and stupid system. It has to be overthrown. You may think it doesn't touch you. You may think it doesn't affect you. That's the job of the university here. It supports the values of capitalism. Its job is to put you to sleep.
I'm suspicious of whites who join Negroes and always have to be in the lead, who always have to be the head, who always have to be at the top in Negro organizations. Those whites who really have the interest of blacks at heart, let them give some advice to some Negroes and stand on the sideline. But don't join the organization and then get at the head of it and pose as a friend of Negroes.
The average person who goes to school has no idea why humanity exists. He has no idea concerning a spiritual factor in material existence. He has no general comprehension of the rules of life as these differ from the rules of social and political structure. He does not know where he came from. He does not know why he is here. And he has no idea where he's going. And on this compound ignorance, we offer degrees and make brilliant scholars out of people who have never answered any of those questions. It is one of these amazing things that we have created a great hierarchy of well-lettered ignorance. We have made everything subservient not to wisdom, but to the passing advantages of the hour. We're in exactly this position politically today. We are concerned not at all with what is good for the people, but what is advantageous to certain groups within the people. We are not able to decide what constitutes a good government, and therefore we have a bad one.
Black people, if you don't listen to nothing else that I say, just listen to this. We have to get back to being us. I understand that you're hurt by the things that people outside of this community say and do, but understand that they are only comfortable with saying and doing these things because we allow them to do so. We have to get back to being unapologetically us. This is what made this community great. We have to get back to the unity. I know you hear this 1,000 times. I know you hear about black men needing to unite with black women. I know you hear about us needing to stop the violence in the streets. But if we focus on this instead of debating with racists, if we focus on our issues instead of giving racists the time of day, they become irrelevant. The one thing they don't want is unification within this community. This is why no matter what movie or TV show you watch, if it ain't black created, they're going to make sure they put a black woman with a white man. They're going to make sure they put a black man with a white woman or an Asian woman or any other woman other than a black woman. The conditioning and brainwashing of today is to make you hate yourself enough to do the Klan member's work for him or her. Meaning, when you make videos that's disparaging towards your own community, there's a difference between critiquing the community and disrespecting the community. Disrespect we cannot tolerate. Critique, hell, look up and down and scroll up and down my page. I've been critiquing this community for a long time. But we have to get back to loving us and stop trying to gain validation from people that have over-explained, that have over-expressed that they do not care. I am here to tell all my brothers I love you. You are valuable. You are not inadequate. The black woman does need you. And I'm here to tell all my sisters that you do not need the BBL. You don't need the wigs and weaves. You don't need none of that superficial shit. You don't need to be out here twerking and self-objectifying yourself. The brothers love you. I mean the real brothers, not these sellouts and pookies and ray-rays that hold this community back. The real brothers love you. You have love on both ends, but you both refuse to see the love because you are so fixated on the hatred of you. You are so fixated on those that have overexpressed that they do not like you, they do not want you, they do not value you whatsoever, and have never valued you. The reason why the opposition and the enemy is so comfortable again to say and do the things that they say and do is because we have allowed them to do so, and we have made them feel like we actually give a damn whether or not they value black people. It'll all change once you start to value yourself.